This is the last Roundup Horror Show. I am Frank. With me on this episode, the full panel, we have Jason Miller back in the saddle.
Hey guys, good to be back.
Yeah,
Been a few months.
Yeah.
We got John Walmsley, of course.
what's up, everyone?
We have old Ray McGuff,
Heidi ho.
Captain of Fun, Ray McGuff. And joining us this time from Henodus, we have Jay. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up,
we
dude?
watched some films. Did you watch both the films? Did you watch both of them?
Did. So I did actually. So I had to watch the Retro Puppet Master because I did see Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
So
You're
I
welcome.
was familiar with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start with that. We'll start with the Retro Puppet Master, 1999.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
99.
Oh,
Yeah.
did that come out before or after The Room?
I have a little note about that. It came
Okay.
out
Yeah,
before.
because the main guy, he's Greg Sestero. He
Yeah.
he was in the
He's
room.
the Greg from The Room.
He's yep.
What's going on over there in Kenton, Jason?
I don't know, man. Some shit's going on outside.
Probably just some
I think it's a
heroin
riot.
guy, some heroin guy out there.
Try that in a small town, huh?
Man,
Oh God!
God, the shit that happens in this small
I
town.
had to look
They
it up.
are.
There was too many people talking about it. I had to look it up.
Right.
I'm like, my fucking aunt was
Yeah.
murdered in a small town. My uncle died of a
Yeah,
heroin
right.
overdose in a small town.
Yeah, like Hardin County is like
Oh.
one of the highest unsolved
Yeah.
homicide rates there is.
There was a guy that got killed like last year and they still haven't solved it. I haven't heard shit about it. He just got shot and killed.
Did anyone know who killed Whitaker?
That's who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, what
Yeah.
what the hell?
No,
Never
I
heard
you
anything
never
about
heard
it.
nothing? Well, they probably just
No.
it's a cold case.
Oh, shit.
But anyways, Retro Puppet Master, 1999. In the late 19th century, an ancient Egyptian sorcerer discovers the art of transferring the souls of the dead into inanimate objects. Directed by one of our favorites, David DeCoto, who did Creepazoids, Dream Maniac. I think he did the last Puppet Master we watched, didn't he? What was that
He
one?
sure did, Frank.
Curse,
He
of,
sure
Curse
did.
of the Puppet Master. We played a fun game.
Oh yeah,
with him.
Curse of Puppet Master.
We played a fun game with him last time where you guys were trying to depict what movies were his and what were fake.
and
that
I
was fun.
totally got him mixed up with Ted Nicolau.
Oh, that's two totally different people.
Yeah, I
so-
know. I don't know.
Nicolaus,
He's the one that was on Texas Chainsaw
He's
Massacre.
Terror
Scouting
Vision,
Crew
isn't
and
he?
Shit. Yeah, I don't know why. All through my life, I always got those two names confused.
One is way better.
there you go.
Yeah.
This movie was written by Charles Band, Neil Marshall Stevens, who did Head of the Family, which I like. If you've seen that Full Moon movie, I like that one. He also did the 2001 13 Ghost script, and of course, Curse of the Puppet Master, which we just watched. A bunch of other Full Moon shit. It's also got an uncredited writing credit for David Schmoller, who did Tourist Trap. He must not have wanted to be associated with this. The trivia I have for this is this movie is basically responsible for putting the fire under Tommy Wiseau's ass to make The Room. At the time when Greg Sestero was cast, he and Tommy Wiseau were both struggling actors trying to break into Hollywood. And although Wiseau was initially supportive, the long period of time that he was away filming on location, because they filmed this in like fucking some foreign country, like Full Moon always does.
Really, because it looked like a stage at an 8th grade auditorium. So
Let me see. I think I wrote down where they Romania. They had I think they had property in Romania, like because it's so cheap. Like they had like some old castle they always used and everything and all kinds
they
of
had
shit.
like their whole studio.
Yeah, it was
like,
all to save money.
Yep.
Yeah, but he started working on The Room because he was like, oh, I want to fucking do something too, you know, like the funniest thing was James Franco tried out for the role of young Toulon in this movie, didn't get it, but is in The Disaster Artist, which is about The Room that also features Greg. It's a weird thing, you know. But out of the gate, like, why do they keep making PG-13 Puppet Masters during this time?
Wait,
Because
hold on,
there's-
hold on.
Oh,
I
you got some stuff?
information, Frank.
It's
Yeah.
been a while, man.
It's
It
been a
has
while.
been a while.
It ain't nothing. Tagline: The legacy begins. Just as bad as this freaking movie. Distributed by Full Moon Pictures and out through them on Blu-ray in 2018. So
Ooh, you can get it
if you want
nice
to pick
and
it up,
crisp. But yeah, this is the one of many PG-13 Puppet Masters. It doesn't make sense. What start out with ours and then just now you're making shit that could be on the Family Channel. It is a cool runtime, 1 hour 19 minutes. That is a cool runtime. But fucking mummies out of nowhere. I have a lot of problems with it because it seems like we already fleshed out the history of Toulon. Like what?
A
Like
bunch.
what was it? Part
Different
3 or part? Yeah, was it part 3 or part 2? Like
3.
and doesn't it seem like there was like little vials of magic or some shit? Like instead of force magic from Egyptians.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Uh.
it was definitely a weird retcon, I guess. But I mean, they started on Toulon when he was old in 3, so
Yeah.
this is like this is young Toulon, I guess.
He's
But
out there mixing it up with the Egyptians, you know.
The Egyptians get mixed up with him.
The
Yeah,
fucking-
That guy got fucked up in front of his place. Toulon was just
fucking-
like, oh, let me take you in.
the fucking acting in this movie is like it's a whole level of bad that
Top
I
notch.
My
kind of enjoy it just a little bit because it's like
Yeah.
like the old guy, the
No.
old version of Toulon is like a British accent, right? And then like kind of a light British accent. Then the young Toulon is like this terribly curled up
Overly French.
fake French, bad. It's like it's just bad French. And then
Yeah.
some of the characters,
and there was dubs too, right? Like
yes,
it was
Oh,
dubbed.
dude, all his dudes were dubbed, and I feel like they had American accents.
It was
Some,
awful.
Yeah.
like a lot of them did.
It was awful.
the one dude almost sounded like fucking. You remember in Pee-wee's Big Adventure at the end, Mr. Herman paging Mr. Herman. You remember that?
Oh yeah, dude.
The one guy sounded just like that shit. But yeah, I thought it was funny, you know, like some people had British accents, some people were trying to do a French thing. It was kind of like Dakota's just like, you know, can you because originally he wanted a English accent, and that Greg dude couldn't do an English accent for whatever reason. He can't do a French one, but he fucking does it. And that's what got him the role, was he could do a French accent, which isn't saying
Dave
much.
Franco couldn't do a French accent. I refuse to believe that.
It's
Yeah.
probably just as bad as this. But yeah, completely different accent from the old guy to the young guy. Yeah, it seemed like they just pulled some of the Romanians off the street, like just grab these guys.
We'll dub
Um,
them in post.
I don't know where the mummies got money, but they had money at one point. Why mummies? Also, again, and do these mummies have force powers? Because that's what they do. They like just do a little
Well,
force magic.
they're minions of that big nipple dude.
Oh, is that right? Is that how we're
Yeah, don't
connecting
you? He's talking to him. He's like, at the beginning, he wakes him up.
Oh, is that who that was?
voiceover.
I thought it was a completely different thing, man.
No. This is like supposing that 4 and 5 storyline extended back
Okay,
to
Jesus.
yeah.
It's
I
good thing
love
we got
these
you, John,
movies.
because I had no idea what was happening.
I love
during
these
Ah.
movies, but this one here is like the last one was kind of like real bad, and this one here is real bad. Like,
Yeah.
A few of the puppet designs I thought were kind of cool, like the Dr. Death guy.
Mhm.
I liked how Blade looked, but Drill Sergeant, no thanks. Is that supposed to be like an early tunneler or whatever? It looks terrible. Looks like a Christmas decoration.
That's kind of the point, though.
And they didn't really do 6-shooter any favors because he kind of looked just like Pinhead.
Like prototypes, right? Like these
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like cannon.
the beginning of his work.
And it made me, when I was watching this, it was so boring through most of it. I started thinking weird shit like, how does Six Shooter get his bullets? Is it Toulon making them, or like where's he getting them from? Are they just magic, or is Toulon like carving little tiny bullets, or does he do it himself? Who knows? It's just there was a lot of room to think with this one. It's an overwhelmingly stupid movie that no one asked for, with some of the worst acting in the franchise. The puppets look lame overall. Not that they're even that heavily involved in the story. And the whole Egyptian lore and gangster mummies seemed like an alternate history for Toulon that I didn't really care for. We've already established the fucking history of this character. And they definitely never mentioned Egyptian shit. So even all that said, I didn't find it completely unwatchable. Like, we've watched definitely worse shit than this. So I gave it a 4. So that's where I'm at. Who's next?
I'll go. First time viewing this, and I don't have any in-depth review. Like, there's not a whole lot to say about this, other than it's terrible. The acting, the dialogue, the effects. I was okay actually with the story, but they didn't pull it off. The only reason I can think of to tell anyone to watch this movie is if you're just a completist and you want to say that you've seen all the Puppet Masters. Other than that, there's no reason to watch this movie. I gave it a 3.
Yeah. Right on.
All right, so I watched this twice. This is my first for the because so
I thought you were gonna say I watched it.
No.
I thought you were gonna say I watched it once for my birthday. And then
for this show, I watched it twice. Like Monday, I watched it Monday or yesterday, and it was just such a bad, crazy day at work. Like, I just couldn't even like pay attention and even try to enjoy it, and it just ended up pissing me off because it felt like the longest hour 19 of my life. But then I watched it again today. I was like, because I didn't even take notes yesterday. So I watched it again today. I liked it.
2 days in a row.
Yeah. Oh, I liked it better. I liked seeing Guy Rolfe back as Toulon. I like Old Man Toulon.
That's his
I like
final
that. I like that
performance.
incarnation of it. He just seems right. And then I wrote down, they talk more about that demon Sutek, and he's the one that the part 4 is why with all the powers and stuff that he sent those minions and shit to get it back. You know what I mean? So 4, 5, and then like Curse doesn't count. And then this is like, they like Tarantino it, put it backwards. You know what I'm saying? This is like a beginning of a prequel. This is a prequel. So, and they suppose like that Sutek is still, they were still trying to do stuff with him, I guess, in voice only though. Like I said, they're not bringing that puppet back out.
Thank God.
One thing I did like was when those mummies got into their street clothes, I really liked their makeup. The makeup and the lighting with the sunglasses, they gave me like Judge Doom meets the Hearst driver from Burnt Offerings, I believe it was. That pale, did you ever see that movie? Pale
I have,
sunglasses and stuff. And I thought they looked pretty cool on that. But other than that, it was pretty boring. The effects were like, we got After Effects now. We're using this crazy, awesome ripple effect, Duh.
Oh yeah.
Let me repeat that again, duh. And I'm gonna repeat him, duh. So I ended up giving it a 3. The puppets were cool, I guess. I wanted to see what happened to Cyclops. Wanted to get that slash in his face. I thought that's what the whole movie was gonna be about.
They set it up at the end to find out what else happens.
Story. All right, never-ending story. Like, fucking just show us. You got 10 minutes to play with. Give us something.
Well, they're
else.
setting it up for like retro Puppet Master versus retro demonic toys. Part 3 versus the Ginger Dead Man
Into the long
They
rack.
just cross them all over, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Full Moons.
So who's up next?
We'll let Jay go since he's
Yeah,
guest.
So similar to Echo Jason, I mean, I don't have a lot of background of the series, so going into this is like my first time seeing it. I mean, I wouldn't see it again. I mean, I could see. So this is like watching it. This is like a movie that you'd have maybe playing in the background on a Saturday. You're just chilling. You're not really fully engaged, but I mean, the puppets were pretty cool to see. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, I would agree with the 3. But I mean, with
What would
not
it
knowing
take
a
to
lot
get you
about
to
it,
watch
though.
it again? What would it take to get you to watch it again?
I mean, I'm kind of curious now. So this is what this isn't. Is this
Like
the 4th
6 or
movie?
7.
Oh no, this is like
7th or 8th.
7.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
this
right.
is 7. We're deep into this franchise.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd watch the first one. I mean, the first one you said
Oh,
is
there's
like,
a lot of good ones.
Okay.
I would honestly just
The
recommend
first
you
3
watch
are cool.
watch Littlest Reich if you want to watch a really good puppet
Yeah,
master movie.
first
Oh,
3 and then
yeah.
Littlest Reich. Yeah.
Right.
And they could have done some really cool shit. Like if they do you remember what was it 2 where they had the giant like the human sized dolls that had like fucked up looking faces? Do you guys remember that? What was that?
Mhm.
And
I
the
think
one
so.
woman was gonna take the puppets out on like a puppet show, and she was like a puppet herself. And
That's
then
how
they
it
just
ended, right? Yeah.
then they did the next one they did was like back in time, and then they went to fucking some other shit. So yeah.
Part 3
anyway.
was definitely. I feel like that's the strongest of the series, in my opinion. Is part
That's
3.
where 6-shooter
Good
shows up,
story.
I believe.
Good story. I like the setting. It's in Nazi Germany. Toulon is just trying to exist with his wife. Just a real. It's an interesting story, and it's a good. Who's that? Oh, the bad guy from that Chuck Norris movie, Richard. Shit. He's the main villain in it.
Not sure, sir.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm hoping for, well, as we go through these, I'm hoping for a
Yeah.
return to good puppet master shit, because it's got to come back. Why would they continue to make them if they keep getting worse? I just don't know
They
why.
get weirder. I remember I reviewed Axis of Evil.
Yeah.
One of those. That's like all during I believe all during World War II. That's
They
where
get
all
into
those-
Nazi stuff a lot more than
Mhm.
in the later ones, it seems. Anyways, Randy, what word are you, right?
Boy,
Yeah.
yeah. I had to watch this twice too, John. Once because I fell asleep. Now,
Yeah.
let me put that in context for you guys. I had sleep apnea for years. I used to fall asleep during stuff all the time. I haven't fallen asleep during a movie in more than a year. So this literally made my sleep apnea come back. So
Oh man.
we can put that on a tagline, maybe. But, it was
What is
That's
going
pretty
on over there?
I don't
this
know.
made me have mind-numbing hate for what the fuck?
Jay,
He's
what
baking
are
a
you doing?
cheese.
Sorry, I muted it.
No, you
He's
most
over
certainly
there.
did not.
He's over there banging around
Every
the
time Ray
bar.
talks, he's like beating a fucking plate.
I'm getting some cornbread. I got munchies.
Nice.
Sorry,
Get it,
sorry,
get it
sorry.
hot and fresh.
Everyone, wait! This is the cornbread
Ah.
break. Yeah,
That was
nice.
good.
All right.
Yeah, get
I
the
like
it.
cornbread.
All right.
I'll
Yeah.
take a bite. Arr. But anyways, so here I'll just do my pros and cons list because I did not enjoy this. It was fucking an exhausting feat to get through this thing. It's an hour and 16 minutes. It felt like for fucking ever. But we'll go with the pros. Okay. I love the old Papa Master guy, like John said. Guy's great. I'd watch a whole movie just about him. I wish there was a whole movie just about him, but there doesn't seem to be. But so far, anyways, I thought the young Papa Master. Again, I didn't realize it was Greg from
Greg.
from the room. Yeah, until you guys pointed it out just now. So I was like, his acting sucks, but he kind of looks like the dude, like a younger version a little bit.
I thought he looked like that dude from American Pie a lot. Like every once in a while, I'm like, he looks like fucking Jason Biggs or whatever.
right, but he made me laugh because of his accent. I know you guys said it was good, but I didn't think so.
I didn't say it was good.
Oh, I thought you said.
No.
But the musical score had me. That was the other pro. It has moments where it's like, I love these movies for this one reason. Especially whoever, what's the name of the company that does these?
Full Moon.
Full Moon, because they're just like, let's take this music. I've heard this music in other movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they
The
got
Puppet Master theme
library.
itself.
Yeah,
The Puppet Master theme itself is already the theme for Tourist Trap. It's just done on a different instrument.
I'm like,
So-
this sounds like, it's just like, oh, they took that from this and moved it over here. That's neat.
Mhm.
So but okay, so those are my pros. My cons: horrible acting, terribly shot, looks like like I said, like an 8th grade play in some parts, like
looks like
literally.
Wishbone, the TV show Wishbone. Remember that with the little dog? I kept
Oh,
waiting
okay.
on Wishbone to pop up. and
Wishbone, yeah.
help out with the story.
I wrote this down. I wanted to say this. Eventually, in your movie about murdering puppets are going to murder people, correct? Because
Maybe.
it didn't seem like there was any murdering puppet stuff.
They were
going on.
heroes,
So fucking
sir.
Yeah, they're on the the hero.
Not what I signed up for. Not at all.
True.
So I gave this one a 2 out of 10. I would have even went a 1 out of 10 with this one, but it did give me a nice nap the first time around. So
So
2 out of 10.
compared to Oppenheimer, it's
Oh, dude, can't even compare.
we're doing trailer trash. It's,
That's correct.
John Paul's back.
I'm back. I'm back from the dead. My
better
holes
than-
have healed.
Better than ever,
Woo!
right?
Yeah, better than ever.
That
Yeah,
asshole
exactly.
is better than it's ever been.
Hey, and the
Remember
holes in my
assholes
stomach
now.
are almost disappeared. They had 2 extra holes they decided to give me,
Right on.
so I could go. "Shoo!"
So
So I have some good treats for you. I have them in honor of both Barbie and Oppenheimer and anything relevant right now. Yeah, that's exactly why I did these picks. My first pick, I'm going to read you the IMDb description, and then I'm going to say, like IMDb has no idea what the heck they're doing. So, a student receives a serial killer's brain transplanted into his body after he's thrown into the pool of water. That's all the description is. So, the title of this movie is Boltneck, Big Monster on Campus, or my favorite one, Teen Monster.
okay, you confused the hell out of me. Thought I had the wrong thing there.
You don't.
Hold
So roll this beautiful bean footage.
on. Hear that shit.
I did it. Frank Stein has been experimenting,
I thought your mouse
Matthew Lawrence.
bringing the dead
Yeah, that's definitely
back to life.
a Lawrence.
That is Matthew Lawrence,
He's never tried with a dead human
middle child of the Lawrences.
until now.
First he was stabbed, fell into an empty pool, cracked his head open, then he caught on fire.
I think I can bring him back to life. It's not gonna be easy. He's gonna need a new brain. I can get a brain from my dad's lab.
Of course.
Frank has succeeded where others have failed.
That's true. True.
There is
Because it's Frank Stein.
problem. The brain.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, it's Ryan Reynolds!
And Judge
Is that
Reinhardt
Judge Reinhold? Yeah.
and Shelley Duvall.
Shelley
And
Duvall.
Shelley Duvall!
This is star-studded shit right here, dude.
It was an
Well,
honest mistake.
I gotta watch it, right?
Yeah.
Murder?
Now, a deceased criminal is again on the loose,
I put your brain in Carl's body.
and he likes to party.
Well, I like the nightlife.
He likes to get
I like to
forget.
And he's doing his monster thing.
You're gonna love this.
What about the homecoming money? You stole that, didn't you?
How else was I supposed to pay for the party?
Your monster's out of control, Frank. You made him. You gotta stop him.
Now, what?
Take a chill pill, homie.
Now Frank knows
Evil Ryan Reynolds.
he must do.
I gotta take the bad brain out and put in the good.
I can't help you. The good brain's already gone.
And until a good one can be found, they all have to live with his creation. Matthew Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. Christine Lakin. Justin Walker. Richard Morrow with Judge Reinhold and Shelley Duvall.
Well, wow.
Team
Yeah.
Monster.
I have to see that immediately.
Never even heard of it.
Came out in 2000. Again, this is my Barbie theme because he's kind of like a Ken doll, and I have a crush on Ryan Reynolds.
That's crazy though. Like young Ryan Reynolds.
Here's what's even
Yeah.
crazier. So when Ryan Reynolds was doing promotion for Deadpool 2, he was doing that, like saying he's sorry to different actors and different people, and he knocked on Bend 'Em Like Beckham's door. I don't know if you guys remember this commercial. Okay, but
No.
anyways, he goes and he's apologizing for things, and he goes, "Yeah, and you should apologize for Boltneck." And he said, "Boltneck was a genius movie." And I was rewatching something and I saw that commercial, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to find this movie." And it's streaming free on Tubi.
All right.
Yeah, of course it is. Everything is.
That looks like Suburban Commando-ish.
Let me
Is
tell
it
you.
You know
streaming
what I'm
as
saying? Like
bootleg?
this is
Or is
this is one of those really cool direct to videos that like still have people I knew that I would probably check out.
In Canada, this movie was a fucking hit, apparently.
Is it streaming as Boltneck or is it streaming as Team
It's
Monster?
streaming as Big Monster on Campus, I believe.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So,
it's
so
like,
neither
again,
of them.
it's got so
Yeah.
many freaking titles. I'm just like, yeah. So it's definitely a fun one.
Yeah.
All right, so my second one. So I like giving you guys new movies to have fun with. I enjoyed this movie. I would say this movie reminds me of a typical asylum type creature feature movie,
Oh,
and Assault on Precinct, whatever, the Carpenter
13?
movie, 13. Yeah.
Scene.
So again, IMDb's beautiful descriptions are a daring jailbreak during a dangerous Louisiana hurricane and a horde of alligators. This is The Flood.
whoa. 1 second, sir.
Well, it looks like this is home for the night. Goddamn wind.
Clarence? Local officials have declared a statewide emergency as these unprecedented storms continue to rage.
Sheriff, got a bus full of prisoners heading our way. Got caught in the storm and need a place to hunker down until it's safe.
Want you on your best behavior while we're here.
Let's get a few things straight. You're in my house now. I will not hesitate to shoot you if I have to.
Y'all don't think this is cruel and unusual right
You
here?
won't.
You hear that?
Can you please tell me how an alligator got in your damn police station?
Storm brought in. Could be infested with him by now.
If you want to survive the night, we're gonna have to find a way to get along.
Keep an eye on him.
That's a bona fide cop killer right there.
Casper Van Dien.
Fake accent.
We're all gonna get eaten alive.
What are you talking about?
Nailed it.
You got one shot, Sheriff.
Oh my god.
The Flood.
It is Casper Van Dien.
It is. Here's a funny thing. Here's my relation to Oppenheimer Barbie-ish, why I did this one. I've just recently found out Casper Van Dien was apparently up for the role of Oppenheimer, not the new Christopher Nolan Oppenheimer, but one they wanted to make 10 years ago.
I can see that.
Why not?
He's good 10 years ago, probably.
Again, Casper Van Dien was a star 10 something years ago. What, 20 years actually, right after good old Starship Troopers.
Yeah. He's still working. He's leading Man Handsome even in his older age. So he's gettable.
He's
gettable. He's gettable for a project.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll cost you some money, but he's totally gettable.
So my next movie for you guys goes back to the Barbie theme of glittery, crazy, colorful imagery. This is a college, again, IMDb's description, because they do such a great job. A college teacher brings in little creatures back to his campus, where they proceed to terrorize the faculty and students. This is Ghoulies Go to College, Ghoulies 3. Yeah!
Got a couple fans.
Man.
It's prank week.
Hell yeah.
Blaze your college. And the frat boys are out for blood.
You won't get away with those foolish pranks this year.
But what these party animals don't realize,
I now command you to appear.
is they've got 3 new pledges from hell.
It's so funny.
Let's take a tour around, schmucks.
Wait.
Now, the Ghoulies are about to learn what higher education is all about. Brewskis.
Penny Raid.
Babes.
Uh-oh. So, what's your major?
And partying hardy.
They drink our brews.
This is war.
Is there a Goonies collection out?
There is, but it doesn't have part 4.
Because I don't have any of them.
They may
I've definitely seen this.
Vestron released last year Ghoulies 1, 2, 3 in a collection on Blu-ray.
Ghoulies go to college. They put the animal back in the house.
Oh wow.
So here's a fun fact about that one.
Matthew
a very
Lillard.
Young Matthew Lillard is in this movie. It's a blink and hey, there's Matthew Lillard.
Yeah,
moment.
he's got like a couple small lines, but this was like one of his first gigs.
Yeah, this was one of his
It's cool
first
to
gigs.
see.
I love the crap out of that movie. It's also streaming on the Tubi.
Nice.
Well, I have a little surprise. I had something I wanted you to watch. It's a little tiny short little film that I found that I don't think you guys have seen. It's called Great Choice. Have you heard about it at all? Okay,
No.
I'm just gonna play
Are
it.
we making great choices right now?
This is
You're
a
not
great...
gonna like goatsy me, are you? This is
No, it's not
okay,
buttholes
all right.
and stuff.
All right.
It might be though.
Buttholes and stuff.
No, it's just a weird movie. A little film, short
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
At Red Lobster, for a limited time, enjoy 30 shrimp for just $10.99.
What sounds good to you folks tonight?
That's a good deal.
Great choice.
With our famous fried shrimp, succulent scampi, lemon pepper shrimp, and delicious grilled shrimp. That's 4 different kinds. 30 shrimp on one plate, just $10.99 at only one place.
Only at Red Lobster.
And kids get shrimp too. A complete meal, just $2.99.
Why it's wasted on their palates.
This shit gets really fucking weird,
Wow,
man.
that's a lot of shrimp.
All right.
At Red Lobster, for a limited time, enjoy 30 shrimp for just $10.99.
I mean, I like endless shrimp better.
30 shrimp, please.
Great choice.
With our famous fried shrimp, succulent scampi,
What happened?
lemon pepper
She's
shrimp, and
realizing
delicious grilled
she's in
shrimp.
this
That's
commercial.
4 different
Yeah.
kinds.
And it-
30 shrimp
starts
on
to go
one
really
plate, just
fucking
$10.99 at only one place.
Only at Red Lobster.
And kids get shrimp too. A complete meal, just $2.99.
It's like a Groundhog Day sort of thing.
This is awesome.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
At Fred Lobster for a limited time. Enjoy 30
Fred
shrimp for just
Lobster.
$10.99.
I thought I heard
Speaking
that.
folks tonight.
Do I say 30 shrimp, please?
Great choice.
With our famous fried shrimp, lemon pepper shrimp, and you have everything to fear. That's 4 different kinds.
Cut.
30 shrimp on
Roll it
one
again.
plate,
Yeah,
just $10.99 at
fear.
only one
Only
place.
at Red Lobster.
And kids get shrimp too. A complete meal, just $2.99.
I think you just ate the tail that time.
Yeah.
This is
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
Red Lobster.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know who you are.
Shit.
Hey.
oh shit!
What sounds good to you folks tonight?
Wait, I don't understand.
What sounds good to you folks tonight?
Please don't.
30 shrimp. 30 shrimp. Say it.
What sounds good to you folks tonight?
Famous succulent scampi, lemon pepper shrimp, and delicious grilled shrimp. That's 4 different kinds.
There's not another
30
one, is there?
shrimp on one
Oh,
plate,
it's a
just
little bit
so.
longer.
$10.99
It's a
at
little bit
only
longer.
one place.
Only at
It
Red
gets
Lobster.
worse.
It's about 7
And
minutes.
kids get shrimp
Altogether.
too. A complete meal, just $2.99.
Oh shit!
She just pushed the kid that time.
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
At Fred Lobster for a limited time. Enjoy 30 shrimp.
It is Fred Lobster.
10.
Ernie shrimp.
What sounds good to you folks?
What's not good? What's not good? What's not good? What's good? What is this?
What sounds good to you folks tonight?
Great choice.
30 shrimp.
Balance has been destroyed. At only one place.
Only at Red Lobster.
A complete meal, just $2.99. Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
What sounds good to you folks tonight? Great choice. Only at Red Lobster.
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
What sounds good to you folks tonight? Great choice. Only at Red Lobster.
It's almost like that movie Stay Tuned.
Tonight, great choice.
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
At Red Lobster, at this point in time, die forever unless you stop him from saying his line.
Stop him from saying
30 shrimp, please.
Great.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, this is so good.
I forgot about that.
30 shrimp.
And kids get shrimp.
With our famous fry shrimp. Suckle Sam Man Man.
My recovery, living, and enjoy. What happened? Did you make 30 days?
Is this the girl from Fringe?
I am not sure, sir.
Randy, this is the girl from Fringe, I think.
No, it's not. It's another actress, though. I was trying to figure out who it was. It's
I
not
think it's
Anna
her.
Torv. It's not Anna Torv.
You made a great choice.
I'm gonna look it
30
up.
days, everybody.
All right. Let's try this again. Just for today, my thoughts will be on my recovery, living and enjoying life without the use of drugs. Just for today, I will have a program. I will try to follow it to the best of my ability. Just for today, through NA, I will try to get a better perspective on my life. Just for today, I will be unafraid. My thoughts will be on my new associations, people who are not using and who have found a new way of life. So long as I follow that way, I have nothing to fear. Great choice!
That was awesome. That was so awesome.
That might have been a genius movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Carrie Coon is her name, John Paul.
Carrie Coon, I found it now. She was in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
There we
There you
go.
go.
That's who it is. I knew she looked familiar.
I just needed you guys to see that because when I saw it, I was like, that is the most amazing thing. Like, I don't know, blew me away.
Did you ever see Too Many Cooks on Adult Swim?
Yes.
No, I have
Too
not
many
seen
cooks.
That gave me
Too many cooks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just something that kept going and getting weirder every time it repeated. It's funny. And the song, the theme song, it's like what it's a Full House-ish intro. That's all it is, called Too Many Cooks.
Well, I would
check it
definitely
out.
check
It's
that
fun.
out. But
Yeah.
anyways, Jean Paul, we will bid
Yeah.
you adieu, and we'll see you
Good
next
choices
time.
tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I'm glad
Holy
you
shit, I
enjoy
could
them.
Definitely accommodate.
You know,
Got
I'm
some.
still gonna torture you, later on.
I know.
Look
But
forward
since,
to it.
Since Jason is back, I
Yeah,
decided
ease
to be
me
nice.
into it. Yeah,
Oh,
ease me into it.
I had to ease
So glad.
it back into, because since I've alienated Jason so much.
Yeah.
But
all right, man. Well, it's good to have you back.
All right, bud.
glad you're
And we'll
doing well,
see you
bud.
next time. Well, let's get into the much better film of this double feature, Evil Dead Rise, from this very year, 2023. A twisted tale of two estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of the family imaginable. Written and directed by Lee Cronin, who I am completely unaware of any of his accredited films. He has a lot of movies. I don't know if you guys perused his IMDb, but seems like he
Hole in
was
the Ground is kind of cool.
seems like
yeah, I
somebody
saw that one. That was the one I saw out of the list.
I've seen
somebody,
that. Yep.
somebody must have appreciated his work and gave him this. I mean, I guess he wrote this during quarantine. So I don't know. I saw someone post the opening scene of Evil Dead Rise is as good as the opening of Ghost Ship. Now, I just find that to be just untrue. It's a good opening, but Ghost Ship, the only thing about it that anybody remembers is the way it opens up. I mean, you tell me one other thing about that movie, I'll be fucking shocked. I don't know. It's a good opening. It might be the best Evil Dead opening. What do you say?
No.
No?
No.
There you go. Jason answered it.
That's it. That's the right answer. Correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. I think 2 is the best, probably, but
yeah.
There is a lot of little fun things in this. I totally agreed with these two kids come up and they say they're having a Nightmare on Elm Street marathon, and the one guy, the kid's like, "Yeah, we're watching even the shitty ones," and then one kid's like, "There isn't a shitty one." I was like, he's right. There's not. I like them all. I mean, I guess I haven't seen the remake, so
they wrote a Frank character in this movie.
Yeah, there's not a bad one. But I love a lot of stuff that they did with this. They established that there's 3 different versions of the Necronomicon, or copies of it, so that like automatically brings Bruce Campbell's movies and the remake and this one all into canon together, so you can like do whatever you want, cross them over, whatever. I also love how this book looks. It's got like Venus flytrap teeth on it. Cool shit. There's a lot of cool scenes. The scene through the peephole where they're looking through the peephole and all that chaos is going on out there, and like that little boy gets thrown against the
with
fucking
armless
wall.
oh man.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of CG in this that I was like, that didn't need to be CG. The bugs didn't need to be CG. You couldn't get a bug guy, you couldn't get a fucking bug guy. Are you kidding me? But I understand some of it had to be like that kid getting ragdolled down the hallway and some of the knife work and whatever. So I understand it couldn't all be practical, but they could have used a little bit more. Yeah, it's really got the Evil Dead vibe, man. It's not the best Evil Dead movie. I've seen several people say that. Like, it's just not for me. I mean, maybe you guys feel differently, but I think it's not even as good as the other remake or the old remake, whatever you want to say. It's just another solid entry. It's another solid movie. It's really good. It's, despite anything I could say about the CG or whatever, how much they implemented it, it's a really gory, fun Evil Dead movie. It feels like you're watching a new Evil Dead. So, they give you just enough. Like when they go to the fucking elevator and it's out, and they go to the stairs and they're out. Like, that's just like them being trapped at the cabin. And then they're all on that same floor with a group of people, just like like an Evil Dead movie. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's not perfect, but fuck, it's good. Yeah. Who's up next?
I agree, Frank. So supernatural horror, and this is the third time viewing it, and my mind has been altered all 3 times viewing this movie, and it's the weirdest thing how it's just worked out that way. First viewing was with a bunch of friends at a cabin a couple months ago. Again, mind was altered. There was a bunch of people. I couldn't really pay attention to it, and I came away like everybody else was saying, "Oh, that was pretty good." I was like, "Man, I was pretty disappointed in it." I wanted like more of the original Deadite look, like just they did it in the beginning. How they float and the hair's flowing and I wanted that real bad. Second viewing, much better. I was able to be at home on my couch in front of my TV. Liked it so much better. And then the third time now, this time I was down in my basement, no lights on, having a great time. And I loved it. Came away loving this movie. I loved everything about it. The cast, the acting, the writing, the effects, the production. Like, this movie, it has it all. I like how also how there's 3 Necronomicons. And I wondered, are they going to count Bruce's as one, or is there going to be a third movie in this trilogy?
Yep, that's what
I don't know which one they're.
Did you catch Bruce's cameo? He wasn't.
Yeah.
Camera,
the audio.
Yeah, he was on the record.
I caught that the second time around when I actually hear it. I actually had to rewind. I was like, wait a minute. I like all the nods to the original. The Dead by Dawn, will swallow your soul, the chainsaw. Frank mentioned the elevator being out. I really could have done without the eyeball shooting into the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't think that fit the tone. Like, it's really what's
well, it was a nod back to 2
slapstick, right?
Yeah, it was a nod back to 2.
Well, what's the other movie he did with the
the one
she's
with the
a
old
gypsy.
lady?
Yeah, she's a gypsy, and she. Or wait, was that her?
Drag Me to
I don't
Hell?
know. There was
Drag
something.
Me to-
Drag Me
to Hell.
Yeah. So yeah, and also, was there a Delta 88 in this?
No.
I've watched it 3 times. I didn't see it.
It's the only movie that's not. And then they said that they kind of were trying to explain it away because the chainsaw was the same color as the car. But come on, dude, put the fucking car in it. There was a perfect scene for it right at the beginning.
Yeah,
when they're showing the house.
Garage,
yeah.
Oh,
or even there.
The damn parking garage. Like, I even thought I would see it back off screen, just sitting back in the back somewhere.
Plenty of opportunities.
Yeah,
it wasn't there.
On it.
But
it in.
highly recommend this. I gave it a 9.
Right on.
What do you think, John?
Oh yeah, I was super excited for this when it got announced. I was off from work because my mom was in town. We had something to do in the morning, some appointments for something, and then the rest of the day was open. daughter was at school, wife was at work. I was like, so how would you feel about going to see Evil Dead Rise? It was opening day at like what 1 or 2 p.m. Maybe 10 people in the whole theater. It was awesome. It was so cool.
Nice.
And she's into horror shit. So it was like, you know, she had a good time. She liked it a lot. I've seen it a bunch. I've watched it a bunch. It's been on in the background for a while. It's like a sweet CD. I really had oh, so good. It was so good. The acting, top notch, even if a little hammy. That Danny guy, I don't know, man. I don't know if it was his voice or I don't know. Something just
see the girl kind of did that same thing to me.
Really?
But she did a good job. So
yeah.
If she has something else, there's something else she's in that I don't like her in either. I just think I don't like her. I don't like her.
The daughter, right?
The older daughter, the one that
right,
the protective
Oh,
role.
yeah,
She's in something else that I've seen. I didn't like her in that either, but she did a good job.
Yeah,
she's fine. It's me. It's not her. It's me.
But the Alyssa Sutherland, she played the lead Deadite. Holy freaking crap!
Yeah, man.
Girl, if I ever meet you in real life, I'm shooting my shot with you. You heard it here first. Wow. Holy freaking crap. That fresh red hair. And then she's right before she gets possessed, that white over big shirt, work shirt, you know. Oh, so pretty.
You're getting worked
so pretty.
up.
And like that aside, the performance she gave off, I saw some behind the scenes stuff going around TikTok where she's doing all that shit. She's like getting rigged up and stuff. You know, they're CGing that out and everything. She's super believable as just a demon. The look when she comes around after she crawls out of the bathtub, right? And she looks out past the wall and you see just maybe her long hair and the way the blood is, it makes her smile seem to extend all the way up.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she looks over and the way that was actually genuinely creepy. That was a good kill.
When she's talking to her daughter through the peephole.
That is my favorite scene.
Fucking got me, man. I was like, this is crazy
shit.
That entire sequence, that's my favorite part of the whole movie, is that sequence, that their rapport with each other, the open up now, you know, her delivery, that little girl was good.
Yeah.
Everyone was
it's great. It's a good movie. I'm telling you what, even the timing when she's slowly unlocking that door, just as soon as it clicks, the door comes open. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. That was a good scare. And you know what? It also made me wonder, that first of all, how just terrifying was that third record, that priest that just he's in the midst of getting his comeuppance and he recorded his final shit. That was just from his perspective, man, just thinking about that, what a huge downer. But if the shit can't get dispelled that we know of, because Jason, I had the same question too. I caught that on my first viewing. I caught that I was listening. I was hyper focused. I heard the 3 Necronomicon thing. And I wondered, all right, is this part 1 of a new trilogy, or are they including the original and then the
2018?
Yeah, that one. So but either way, the design was really cool. I like the little nods to all the little Easter eggs, like Henrietta's Pizza, come get some. You know, that was fun. But the Marauder, a new creature, something new, Evil Dead creature in a movie. You know, never saw something like that. I wish we would have seen more of it though.
Is that what it's called? The multi?
That's what they've been calling it. Bloody Disgusting shared some photos and stuff, I believe, maybe some video.
Like
I don't
something at Silent
remember.
Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I almost wish they would have included the others. They did
Well,
the
I
Dead
was
by
waiting
Dawn
on
thing. They might
I
as well
was
have
waiting on one of them to get like a real long neck or some weird shit. Like that's the
yeah,
stuff I
I
was
thought
missing.
something. I thought they would have used those more. They or just like they said the evil spreads. It seems like it spreads like in demons. How a scratch.
It would have been a genius move for them to just out of nowhere implement fucking stop motion shit like the old one did, like just out of nowhere, just fucking all of a sudden stop motion. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Anyways.
Yeah, I forgot to mention anything about that. Yeah, this also kind of at the end it turns into body horror. So that's another element this brings.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Like it's a great movie. Come on.
Great.
It's a great movie and a great 2023 movie. Good modern new horror film. 8 out of 10.
Nice.
It's very fucking good.
All right.
Alyssa, I love you.
So who's up next?
No, I would agree. I mean, it's a great entry in the franchise. I enjoyed watching. This was actually my second time watching it. And I'm familiar with the franchise versus Puppet Master, but I mean I like the setting, it being set in the city versus being in the cabin. I have to agree with the performance. You felt at times it was like authentic, like you mentioned. I thought it was great. What stuck out to me, so like the records, right? So me like listening, I like to listen to like vinyl records, and it kind of makes you think, is like this guy, he finds the son, he finds like the records and he plays them, and it kind of makes you like, so when you're going out like antique shopping or something, you come across these old records and whatnot, you find like, oh, this is really cool, I want to take this home and like listen to it. Now you're like, oh, maybe I don't want to.
Who put him on?
I don't want to spin this record and then
Who put
find
him
out,
on
like,
wax, man? Was he just recording straight onto a thing that burned it onto a record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exactly. It was probably a big phonograph like deal, recording device, probably.
So I appreciated that as someone who likes to listen to records. So
wait, hold on. So I don't listen to records at all. I don't know shit about them. But now that you guys just mentioned that, yeah, so they can record that way, right? So
like just right onto
is that why they had to speed the record up? Maybe because he's panicking, or whoever is like the adrenaline's pumping and he's recording fast.
Maybe.
Like, is that why they?
You know what? I was wondering why did he have to do that? Or maybe
you can switch the speed.
Slow?
Yeah, I don't know shit about records, like I said, but when you guys mentioned that, I'm like, oh, again.
You know what?
My mind was altered.
All I could think of, whenever I started thinking about it, I was thinking like Mississippi Bones has had stuff put has had stuff put on vinyl, like, and I know other bands that have had stuff put on vinyl, and it's a fucking process that takes a little bit of time.
One.
So is there a device that you can just record the motherfucker? Puts the
I think that's how they did recording
hundreds of years ago. Yeah. So
well, it was onto like vinyl cylinders.
Yeah.
So I imagine it was some apparatus like that, and then or they just made it records to work with that kid because he wants to be a DJ.
It kind of took me out of it a little bit, trying like picturing this guy, like whatever he's doing to record this. Oh, I've got to get away. Like he's not being proactive. Some shit, Hold on, I gotta get this down.
Sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. No, I mean, as far as like the practical effects, I thought those and the makeup were like top notch. Very gory. Yeah, I noticed the CGI with the flies, but I mean, and that's overall. I mean, I think they did a great job. I mean, it was a great movie. I would agree. Like, I would say 8 out of 10 for me. What was that? The vinyl records. I think, yeah, that was what really stuck out to me, because like I wanted to talk on that, because Now
wanted to
after
hear
watching
all
that,
the record, you want to hear the whole thing, both sides.
right? Yes, yes. Because I mean, because you
I
find
don't
those,
think
right?
there was anything on the other side because he flipped it.
No,
and
they
it
were
looked
they were
totally
one side.
flat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like those one side where you play one side. So, but
well,
not record RWs.
I thought it was pretty
Just
cool
record
because I mean,
Rs.
now you know with like the popularity of records nowadays. I mean, it's a nice little nod to that. It kind of makes you think about if you find an old record, maybe think twice. Maybe you never know if there's like a some spell or something.
But it might come in handy if it's like a gate scenario where you need to
Right.
figure out how to close the gate. Randy, you haven't went yet, have you?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I gotta say right off the bat, man, the thing I thought was crazy about this movie was how they immediately put children in danger.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
rarely see that in horror films. I mean,
Well, they fucking
like,
killed that one real good.
yeah, like they fucked these kids up, man. Like they weren't like most of the time they're protected in movies, and these kids were getting fucked up, man, and they were fucking people up. It was
Yeah.
good to see them actually fighting back too in movies, like instead of just running away, But that's what stuck out to me first off. But yeah, I mean everything about this movie was fantastic. That opening credit scene, like where the rise thing, I literally the first time I watched it, I was like, holy shit, like I looked around the theater, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's amazing. Did you guys see that? That was awesome. I'll get a t-shirt with that on it tomorrow. It looked amazing. I've watched it 3 times now. I saw it once in the theater, once when it came out on digital, and then I bought it on 4K and I watched it again. The 4K doesn't have any special features though, so I wish I would have held off a little.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
Lord, it is bare bones as it can be.
Yeah, but I still love it. I'll watch it. I'll trade it in and get the better version later. But yeah, the FX special effects, dude. Everybody's talked about it already. Just fucking crazy good. The small CGI that it was didn't even bother me. I was
What
like,
was your favorite special effect, your favorite thing? That
I'd probably say the whole hallway scene, like you were talking about earlier, right? That and then the second part of that, when they come out into the hallway and they're being attacked by the Deadites, all of that makeup looked amazing.
What's
Like
that guy say whenever she tries to take it, or she takes his gun? Oh,
That's my shotgun, you thieving cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
That was
yeah, the shotgun, having the shotgun blast too was crazy. So I thought the gore was and fucking the shit, like coming out of her mouth.
Oh,
even though
yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's crazy. Fucking the way she was walking too, the mom, like I was just like, how is she doing that? Is that practical? Because she looked like her back was sticking out, The bathtub scene too, I thought was great. That whole part where she's comes up, out. And what else? Like everybody said, the tie-in to the other movies is a really fucking great thing. I don't know what they're going to do either, but I was imagining that they were referencing Bruce, because Bruce we kind of forget, but they did a whole fucking Bruce Campbell series, on Stars that was a direct sequel. So that's like 3 seasons of content. So I feel like they're nodding to that with one of the 3 books.
Well, Bruce did Foley for this. Did you know that? Whenever she bites the eye, that's Bruce Campbell biting into an apple.
That's awesome.
Like he was a part of this. So
well,
I mean,
yeah, I'm just saying though, besides the fact of your buddy calling you up and saying, hey, let's do a voiceover thing, as far as his character goes in this, right? I think that the 3 books are referencing his versions, the second or not prequel, a reboot or whatever, and then now the 3rd book is going to be its own set of movies. That's what I
but
feel
they
about
could make one that has all 3 of them.
I would love that. I would rather that would happen, but I don't know if they're going to do that. Because I mean, you guys read and watch the same stuff I do. Doesn't Bruce Campbell say all the time that he's done with it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And constantly. So to me, it seems like he wants to make the money from it. which is great.
He's done.
He'll work on the production though.
Yeah, producing
we'll
it and
see.
doing a little
We'll see.
voiceover.
I mean, Kiss
Yeah,
has
all of
stopped
them.
touring many times, right? How many times has Kiss had a
Yeah,
like final
when his
tour?
money starts running out, he'll figure out a way.
Nobody ever thought Pantera would get together, and then 2 band members died.
I'm just saying
And then-
though, that's the way I interpret. You want it? I was telling you my point of view. I interpreted it that way. And then like Frank said, the peephole shot was probably the best shot in the movie, in my opinion. Was that whole lead up, the talking through the door and everything was amazing. I have no bad notes on this. I enjoyed every minute of it every time I watched it. So I love that ending too. I can't wait to see what they do next. So I gave it a 9 out of 10.
It's definitely approved.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple more things here before we're out. I was stupid and I put up a poll on TikTok and Facebook. Do you prefer Frank Henenlotter's films or Peter Jackson's films? Thinking there would be like this, like, oh yeah, Henenlotter, he's got the Basket Case movies, he's got Frankenhooker, he's got Brain Damage. And then
Peter
comparing
Jackson has Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'm not don't forget Lord of the Rings. I'm talking horror. I'm talking horror. Right. So add Frighteners in there. Compare those two. I want you to forget the fucking Lord of the Rings because they're great or whatever. But I'm thinking the good stuff that he did, which was the horror. Compare that to Henenlotter. Which camp are you in? I love them both, but I'm Henenlotter because Brain Damage.
Peter Jackson.
Of course you are. Peter Jackson.
Think about Brain Damage, man. Think about how fucking good.
He's really trying.
Really good.
Yeah.
No, Brain Damage was great.
Basket Case 3
is great.
Basket
But
Case 3.
I love Peter Jackson movies.
Yeah,
I love them too, but there's not as many. I'm thinking, does the Frankenhooker and the Brain Damage of it balance it out? Is it more balanced? But no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I mean, the results told me. I would like to thank though the fucking 4 or 5 people that helped me out on my vote on my side. We got Sergeant Octopus. Thank you, Sergeant Octopus. Thank you at Erectile Dysfunction Pills. Thanks, Darkness Sun 13, and thanks, Maggots for Brains.
How many was for Peter Jackson?
Oh, everybody else. Everybody.
What was it? What was the count?
It was like, this is a combination of things. So it was probably around 20, 30. There wasn't a lot of votes. What, 20, 30 people? Peter Jackson.
Landslide.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I was one of those folks.
Yeah. It was dumb. Because it's like that. This is that whole thing. If he had never made Lord of the Rings, I think it would have been a little more balanced. But I think it's like that thing where you'll see it on Law and Order and shit. They'll be in court and they'll say some shit like, and that's why you raped that woman. And then they'll be like, whoa, objection. And be like, you got to forget what he said. You can't forget what he just said. Like, you can't forget that he made Lord of the Rings no matter what. Like, if Frighteners was his last film, it might be a little bit, whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up. You guys are all still Jackson, though? That's
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't convince you otherwise. All right. Well, we're in show and tell time. Who's got something they want to brag about or whatever?
Well, since we talked about Evil Dead, I picked up the Evil Dead reboot on 4K. The Scream
unrated?
Factory. The Scream
That's what I was
Factory.
going to say.
Yeah, it's the unrated one.
Is it for sure?
I'm looking on the back here. Hold on. Yeah, it says the R-rated theatrical version and unrated version.
Oh shit! I have to get that. I have that.
But I wasn't. I wanted to say that too, real quick. Like, I wasn't a fan of this one when it came out because I loved the camp of the original ones. The fun of it. That's what this new one does. It brings some of that back. This one is pretty fucking serious, and if you tell yourself in your head like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch a serious horror film that's got similar themes," then for me, I was like, okay, I can get behind this one now. But at first I was really mad. I was like, what'd you do to my Evil Dead?
Well, you gotta remember the tone of the original Evil Dead is the same tone as that. It was just made at a different time.
Well, it always made me laugh though, because
not as great actors too.
Yeah, but
starting out,
Exactly. So, but anyways, yeah, it was. It's grown on me, and since I've got the other ones now, I had to put it in my collection. I've got this weird thing since I've been doing this with you guys, where I have to, if I buy something in a collection, I have to get all of it now. It's like some sort of
Have you
addiction.
started John Carpenter yet?
It's a sickness.
Yes, it's a sickness.
I just bought Starman. I don't even think I like that movie, but but I'm one step. I think the only thing I don't have is like the Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from LA, Escape from New York. I think that's about it.
Nice.
Maybe what's that, Precinct 13 or what, Assault on Precinct 13?
Precinct.
I don't
Not
have
a
that
fan of
one,
that
but I'm gonna buy it.
I don't buy it.
I gotta have all them Carpenters. Who else has got something? Anybody?
Yeah. I since we were talking about Evil Dead, I was at the Exchange I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, and they're not known for their book selection, but I did happen to find the Evil Dead trade paperback graphic novel. Did I show I didn't show this last time, did I?
Is that Ash versus Jason, or is that like
No, this is so a few years ago, Dark Horse did a comic book version of Evil Dead.
That's cool.
And it's like Bruce Campbell, and he's like it's written from like Bruce Campbell's point of view and stuff.
Okay.
The Deadites look really cool. There's like a sketchbook in the back. I ended up getting it for here's a good look.
A sketchbook for you to do your own drawings.
No. Like rough draft shit.
You can draw a Deadite too.
Like just do your own thing, man.
How to draw a Deadite.
60 pages here.
I started reading this manga called Zom 100. It's on Netflix and stuff too. It's about this, long story short, this kid worked for like a soul crushing corporation, and the zombie apocalypse happens, and he's just so stoked to not have to go to work. And then he's like, I'm gonna live life like there's no tomorrow, and he's like making up a bucket list and meeting cool characters around the way. It's real funny. It's
that's on Netflix.
Yeah, but they're doing fucking weekly episodes. I hate it.
Okay, I might check it out after it's done.
It's subbed, so it's.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have a problem.
But it's cool, and the series is pretty cool so far.
Nice.
Jason, did you have anything?
I'm pretty sure this place is haunted. Just saying.
I heard you
so
say
many
that.
noises going on around here.
Yeah. Maybe that's what maybe that's what your digital signal was. It's not doing it anymore.
Well, they told us that when we bought the building. They said it's a woman, and I mean, this building was built 1900 something.
Yeah.
And there's a basement downstairs, and of course it's in spray paint. But there's a woman's name down there. I forget what it is. But the people said we bought this building off of. They said you're going to hear all kinds of shit going on, and it's 100% true. When we were here working on this place, you heard doors opening and closing, and there was no one else in this building but the people that were standing there talking to each other. Anyways.
Well, that sounds awesome.
That's your show and tell. You win.
You
got a fucking ghost.
It's all around me right now.
He's there by himself.
Everybody came to watch the show, I guess. So it's been a while since I've been on. I've bought a ton of stuff, but movie wise, this is what I bought the last couple weeks. Had to get the Evil Dead Rise 4K. Extremely bare bones.
Yeah.
But again, I had to get it to watch it for the third time. This, I just got around to watching Halloween Ends.
What'd you think?
Yeah,
I liked it.
I've only watched it once. I've only watched it once, so I'd have to watch it again and actually take notes, but I was not impressed with this at all. It seemed like it was more about some other, I can't think now. It was about some other character more than it was about Michael Myers.
Right. Cool.
Like it was like a character piece about, I forget who it was, but all the attention,
the name of it. Yeah,
all the attention was on this character instead of Michael Myers. Like he was in
Oh, he was dying.
back
Yeah.
first. I know, but still, like
He was using.
He
Wasn't that
he
the
was all
point? Is he
dying.
was using that
Dude,
kid
like
to-
when I saw
Yeah.
when I
oh
saw
yeah, it
the-
was a kid. Yeah, it was like in putting him in training or something.
Yeah.
He was
I
giving
don't
his
know.
power away. Yeah.
when I saw the opening credits were exactly the same as Halloween 3, I knew people were gonna like lose their
Oh
shit.
yeah.
This was gonna not be what they expected. I knew it, and I dug it. I not as much as
Again,
2018.
I
So
had
good.
the same feeling about Evil Dead Rise the first time I watched it, so I got to watch it again. And I definitely need to go back and watch the first two because it's been a minute since I've watched those.
Mhm.
I had to pick this up. Cocaine Bear,
I
love
haven't
it.
seen it yet.
Great
Well,
movie.
I
man.
took my kids to
That
the
is a great
theater
movie.
to see this. They loved it. So. Yeah, I went to the Lima theater and they had like a display set up of it had this stuffed animal bear, but they put like white powder all over.
Oh
his
my
nose, and
god.
the kids are running up to it. Is this cocaine? Like it was a good time. They were for sure were the only kids in the theater. Candyman, Day of the Dead. It's the only one I didn't have on Blu-ray, so it was
That
cheap.
like 3?
Yeah, that's part 3.
3?
Yep, it was.
That's
or
a cool
is it?
cover, man.
Yeah, Farewell to
Yeah.
Flesh, and then Day of the
Those
Dead.
fucking Vestron releases look so cool, man.
Great artwork though.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched that yet, but I've seen it before. And then this, what was it, Frank? Like $5.05 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
The Dentist
the
1
Dentist.
and 2. They at that price they made me buy it.
Brian used them.
I haven't seen either of these. So
I've never
but the-
seen them. If I find them for that price, I'll pick them up.
Yeah, it was
Shit.
on Amazon. And I swear it was like $5.05 or something like that.
Yeah, and we had just looked at them on.
Maybe it was $4 something.
We were looking at them on
$4.99.
some
Something.
other sale. Somebody else had them on. Had the one on sale for.
Yeah,
like,
and it was like $20 or
Yeah.
$15 or something. And this was
Yeah.
like that's all I got.
All right. Well, I've got a little something. I got my first figure. I got him out of the box because that's what you do with toys. You take them out of the box. Got a little Jason Voorhees here.
Oh, you
And,
took that out?
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna not play.
But
like I make him do
the
stuff. and-
cases are so good. Like I
I still
can't
got
do
it
it.
right here. I didn't. I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah, you
throw
can
it
put them
away.
back in the box.
Yeah.
But I'll
It's
tell
not
you
gonna be
what.
mint in box.
It came with the fucking spear, like the thing, whatever, the rod from the graveyard, whatever the fuck
The
it
gate,
is.
the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to put it in his hands, like holding it like this, and it wasn't working out for me. The articulation isn't quite $35 worth or whatever, however much they're going for. But, yeah, I like it. It's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy like John there with his.
That's years of accumulation.
I got all the Jason. I got all the Friday the 13th.
You got the Nintendo one? Do you have the?
No, I don't.
I have
Just-
that one.
I like
just
that one.
all the movies.
Me too.
Yeah, but I
I
also
even got the Toys R Us exclusive. That's like the Amigo with the cloth clothing
okay.
and stuff.
Yeah. Well, what happened was we went to Walmart and we went down the toy aisle or whatever. And I saw they have new Masters of the Universe that look like the old Masters of the Universe. And then they have new Ninja Turtles that look like the old Ninja Turtles. I was looking at
Yeah.
fucking Baxter Stockman, which was like $20. And I'm like thinking about putting it in the cart. And I'm like, no, better not. And then I go back to look at the collection. You know, have that little collectible thing in Walmart that's always shitty at ours. Like they had eight.
Is it backed by the electronic section?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had I saw one at one of the, I think it was Finley or something, town over. They had a fucking Gremlin set. It was like 2 holiday Gremlins or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, it's always on clearance, but not for
Yeah.
you to buy it because it's still not cheap enough.
It was not cheap enough. But yeah, they just have like Bob Ross and fucking aliens figures that aren't the fucking
Yeah, a lot of
xenomorphs.
alien stuff.
Yeah.
Mine
what do
has
you-
a ton of the Richard Dreyfuss and diving gear from Jaws, like 7 of them at 35 a pop. It's like,
Yeah.
guys, you guys
Toys
suck.
are expensive as shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, then
Yeah.
I got bummed out there was nothing there, and then my wife found that for like $15 on some weird auction site on Facebook or something like that. So lucked out. But anyways, I don't assume Jay, you had anything because I don't think
I
told
did
you.
not. No.
Yeah.
You guys are all like talking about show and tell. I'm like, oh shit.
You got stuff around you though. What do you got? What do you got? Let's see what you got.
What's the poster directly behind you?
Oh, My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some Studio Ghibli action.
I did see a lot of previews for their movies. Studio Ghibli. Is that a real studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of their movies you'll find like on. It's now called Max, but it's HBO.
Right.
Like Spirited Away. My Neighbor Totoro.
I kept seeing at the Oppenheimer movie preview they were doing, the previews before the fucking previews now, and it was one with like a guy in an airplane, and it was Studio
Porco
Ghibli.
Rosso.
Yeah, it looked kind of cool. I don't normally get into anime.
They're
but-
really well done.
They are.
Animation or anime or Japanese style films. Like they are very, very good.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. I might have to check it out at some
Oh,
point.
check out Princess Mononoke's Ghibli.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Is
That
that
is a
Princess
good
Ghibli or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I had that on a VHS tape back in the day.
Spirited Away.
I had
I'd say that's
Princess
my favorite one.
Essential.
I had a videotape that I recorded from like Cinemax or something like that. Had Princess Mononoke and fucking what's that Terror Firmer, that trauma movie that's fucking like crazy as hell. Same video. I let people borrow that all the time. I'm like, Princess Mononoke is a high recommend, and if you're feeling froggy, go ahead and dip into that trauma. See how that works. But anyways, guys, it's time to end the show. So you have a good night. And
Good night, guys.
Hold on, did you have picks for next month? What was your picks?
That's right. Yeah. John, go first.
All right, so I know I said I was off religious horror movies, but even my pick is not as religious horror as you think it is. It's called Final Prayer. It's on Tubi. I like it a lot.
Okay. Yeah, well, and John and I didn't coordinate this. I picked mine, and then we told each other what we were picking. But I picked Ouija, Origin of Evil, which is a Mike Flanagan movie from 2016. And Mike Flanagan's done, The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, Doctor Sleep, Hush. And this is one I wanted to watch for a long time because I'm a fan of his. And I thought, well, since I was going to watch it anyways, I would throw it out to you guys. It's on Netflix. So I'm going to check it out. It's called
What's
Ouija.
it called?
Ouija or Ouija. How do you pronounce that?
Like Ouija board.
Ouija is what I've always said.
Yeah, Ouija, Origin of Evil, 2016. So
Netflix. I'll see if mine works. It's been a fucking real bitch. I was about to cancel it because every time I go to play something, it kicks me out. Well,
Yeah.
Jason's getting pulled over.
I'm telling you, listen, if this is the last you see of me, some
Restaurants
crazy
and
stuff
ghosts.
going on.
In a small town, you say?
I'll
Yeah,
be
it's
strung
such
up
a
in the
small
ceiling
town.
or something.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, have a good night.
All right,
See
good
you
night,
guys.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll
Thanks
see
again.
ya. No problem.